evening, everyone. Welcome to the 19th Annual Fiddle Festival. We're so excited to be on the stage to perform for you here in our house and here at home, courtesy of the Sailor Nation Sports Network. It's my pleasure to present to you Mr. Nick Mosley and the Middle Fiddles.
everyone. Wanted to recognize our soloists on that tune. We have Lynn, Erilyn, Emma, Jassy, Lily, Eli, and Ava. Give them a hand, please. We would like to slow things down a little bit with a tune called Lilting Banshee. Thank you. So as Mrs. DeRose mentioned, this is the Middle Fiddles. My name is Mr. Mosley, for those of you that don't know me. I want to recognize some guests we have on the stage with us tonight as well. In addition to our middle schoolers, we have Mr. Dave Close and Mr. Dave Violet, who have been helping us for many, many years. Please thank them. And also we have several high schoolers who are helping us to fill out our rhythm section tonight. So a special thank you to the high schoolers. We have one more set of tunes for you tonight. We're going to play Lanigan's Ball and then Swallowtail Jig and see if we can't go pretty fast. going to give us a few moments to transition, and we'll bring on our high school fiddlers. And I'd also like to introduce Miss Mary Ivana, who's going to share a few words from the Mona Shores Orchestra Parents Association.
Again, I want to thank our middle fiddles for a wonderful performance. You can give them another hand. They're going to be coming out, they're going to pack up their stuff and going to be coming out to sit where you are, so watch for your middle fiddle if you're looking for one. Take your own though. Good evening. As Mr. Mosley said, my name is Mary Ivanov. I serve on the Mona Shores Orchestra Parent Association, the MSOPA. We're grateful to be gathered tonight, and we appreciate your support here in the auditorium and for all of you watching online. We're thankful that our middle fiddles and our high school fiddlers could present this special evening of music as they've been practicing all year. Usually it happens in November, but we're grateful that it can happen in March. A group like this is very special, and we're grateful for their hard work throughout this year. Again, thanks to all those who are joining us online as well, and we want to especially thank, as Mrs. DeRose mentioned, the Sailor Nation Sports Network for their help to bring this program to you. Let's give them a hand. Thank you so much. And to Mr. Michael Reinhardt, the auditorium manager and the one who's running our lighting tonight. So thank you to Mr. Reinhardt. Thank you for following safety protocols as we're gathered here, and after the program, you're invited to make your way outside to meet your student there as well. I want to invite you to our next MSOPA meeting. It's scheduled for Wednesday, April 21st at 7 p.m. here in the high school orchestra room. We're always looking for new members to serve on the Parent Association. By virtue of having a student in the orchestra at any level, you're invited to be part of that. So we're looking for new members for next year, especially for those who have middle school students. If you're interested, you can find me outside or get in contact with Mrs. DeRose or Mr. Mosley if you'd be willing to serve on our parent board. It's a great board. We get to usually plan things for students and pay attention to all the things that we can do to support Mr. Mosley and Mrs. DeRose as well. A couple of things I wanted to highlight tonight. Just an invitation for your student to apply for summer music scholarships. Applications are due by April 14th. Again, those can be used for summer music camps, for summer music lessons. It's a great opportunity to have some extra help to make those things happen. And then look for some upcoming opportunities, concerts. The middle school will have a concert in April, the high school will have a concert in May. We hope that you take a look at the website, monashorsorchestra.org, for more information. Right now, if you have your phone, I hope you have liked the Facebook page for the Mona Shores Orchestra Association. You'll be able to get all the events that we have. You'll be able to share the link from this concert with people in your life. We invite you to like that on Facebook and share that with others. Finally, I want to say on behalf of the MSOPA a special thank you to Mrs. DeRose and to Mr. Mosley for their dedication and their care in educating our students, for adapting in this very different and difficult year, and for helping students to love music and grow as musicians. So let's give them a hand as well. Thank you for supporting orchestra and for supporting arts education at Mona Shores. Have a great evening.
we are so excited to be out on the stage performing for you this evening. We have a mix tonight of some Irish tunes, some Scottish tunes, and some American tunes. Some are old, some are new. That was an oldie but a goodie, Cooley's Reel and Jazzy Maggie featuring Matthew and Carly. Our next tune is also one that we've had in our set for quite some time. It's two Scottish tunes we put together, Yell Yell and Amaran de Nua de Carlaverock. The last one, Amaran de Nua Carlaverock, was written by Greg Bodwin, who in 2015, he was a Mona Shores graduate of the class of 2016. And so he lets us still play that tune, even though he has graduated off to bigger and better things. So we're going to start this one off with Brooke. Zachary there at the end doing some solos for us. Up comes Carter. He's going to introduce our next tune.
So my name is Carter, and this is Jordan, and this is Oscar, and we are singing you an Irish drinking song about a ship called the Irish Rover.
She stood several blasts and they called her the Irish Rover. There was Bonnie McGee from the banks of the Lee. There was Hogan from County Tyrone. There was Johnny McGurk who was scarce of work, and a man from Westmeath called Malone. There was Slugger O'Toole who was drunk as a rule and fighting no trace on the Rover. And your man McMahon from the banks of the band was a skipper on the Irish Rover. We had 1 million bags of the best Sligo rags. We had 2 million barrels of bow. We had 3 million barrels of old Nanny Ghost tells. We had 4 million barrels of stone. We had 5 million hogs and 6 million dogs and 7 million barrels of porter. We had 8 million sides of old blind horses' hides in the whole of the Irish Rover. We had sailed several years when the measles broke out and our ship lost her way in the fog. And the whole of the crew was reduced down to 2, plus myself and the captain's little dog. Then the ship struck a rock. Oh Lord, what a shock! We nearly tumbled over, turned 9 times around, and the poor old dog was drowned. Now I'm the last of the Irish Rover.
Much of Irish music is dance music, and there are 4 types of Irish dances. There's the jig, there's the reel, there's a hornpipe, and there's a slip jig. And this next tune we're going to play is a slip jig, and the slip jig is considered like the ballet of Irish dancing. It's very graceful, it's very controlled, it's very lovely, and so is this song called The Butterfly. We're not going to dance for you tonight. I figured we probably wouldn't be very graceful if we tried to play and dance at the same time. But we do hope that you enjoy this beautiful tune, The Butterfly. more Scottish tunes together. These are two vocal songs, or one vocal song, Mary's Wedding, followed by Jig of Slurs. Mary's Wedding was written in 1934 to commemorate Mary McGivin's win of the National Scottish Cultural Festival way back in 1934. And then Jig of Slurs was written in 1929 by a piper to help his students practice their piping. So this is Bree coming up to the microphone to make her fiddler's vocal debut. Mary's Wedding, followed by Jig of Slurs. back to the Civil War era. Jordan brought these tunes to us over the summer, and so we worked them up for this show tonight. They're known by several different names, like many of the Gaelic or Celtic songs are known by several different names. So we've been calling them Kelton's Reel and Waiting for the Fiddles, but others might know them as Pigtown Fling or the Seneca Square Dance. Whichever you call them, we hope you enjoy them. Taking a solo on that one. Up next, we have some vocal tunes, and we'll let Sarah introduce those for you.
So our next two songs are I'll Tell Me Ma, or Molly Malone sung by Carly and me, Sarah, and I'll Tell Me Ma sung by Anna and Lauren. And Molly Malone tells the legend of a young woman named Molly who was the wife of a fishmonger who died young of a fever. And the song I'll Tell Me Ma was originally a children's game where the children would all hold hands and skip in the circle to the beat of the song. So I'll Tell Me Ma and Molly Malone. oh, crying apples and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying apples and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Thanks so much. This next one is called Squirrel Hunters. I'm going to have Carter and his gang tell you a little bit more about it.
So yeah, this next song is called Squirrel Hunters. It's an old American fiddle tune, and it was introduced to this group by me. And it's featuring myself on the mandolin and a few other friends up here. And this is also its debut, so enjoy.
super fun tune. The next tune, we're going to get everybody back in the game. We're going to do a couple Irish tunes in a row here. We got Lauren, who's going to start us off playing Lisden Road to Lisden Varna, Lanigan's Ball, and we're going to end that one with Merrily Kiss the Quicker. so much. This next tune commemorates the Easter Uprising of 1916. This was a time in Irish history where the Irish people were seeking to gain their independence from the British. And so a small group of them had a conflict in Dublin, and there were 485 people that were killed, with 2,600 people wounded in this event, which ended up becoming the Easter Uprising. And the song that Lauren is going to sing to us today is called Foggy Doo and commemorates that event. Oh, you guys help with that? Carter to the rescue.
lay out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than to suffer Elvar. And from the plains of royal mead, strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's hunt with their long-range guns sailed into the foggy The bravest fell and the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear. For those who died at Eastertide in the springing of the year. The world did gaze with deep amaze at those fearless men but few, who bore the fight of freedom's light, but shines through the foggy dew. I ran through the glen and I rode again, and my heart with grief was sore. For I parted then with valiant men whom I never shall see no more. But to and fro in my dreams I go, and I kneel and pray for you. For slavery fled, oh glorious day, when you fell in the foggy dew.
This next set of tunes that we've put together is an Irish hornpipe called King of the Fairies, followed by a reel, Tamlin. Featured with King of Fairies, we have Matthew and Tyler, Katie, Jordan, Jacob, Brooke, and Carly on King of the Fairies. Matthew's gonna start us off. couple other tunes to play for you. Mason's Apron and Devil's Dream. You're going to hear a few soloists. Oh, no, we don't have that. I'm skipping ahead. Carter's looking at me going, what's she doing? So up next is Carter, coming to the microphone to sing a tune for us to tell you a little bit more about it.
So this next song is called Galway Girl by Steve Earle, and first time I sang this was a few years ago at Fiddlefest, and now this is my last because I'm a senior. So enjoy. Well, I took a stroll down the old long walk from the day I met a little girl and we stopped to talk on a fine soft day. I asked you friends, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue. And I knew right then I'll be taking a whirl down at the Salt Hill Prom with the Galway girl. We were halfway there when the rain came down on the day and she asked me up to her flat downtown on a fine soft day. And I asked you friends, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes are blue. And I took her hand and I gave her a twirl, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl. I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket home. And I asked you friends, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes are blue. See, I've traveled around, been over the world, and I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. And I ask you friends, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes are blue. And I took her hand and I gave her a twirl, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl.
I think now we'll do Mason's Apron and Devil's Dream. What do you think? Now be a good time to do that, Carter? Okay. A couple people that will feature on this on Devil's Dream. When we get into that tune, we're going to hear Katie and Sarah and Emma and Matthew and Oscar do a little solo on Devil's Dream. Here we go with Mason's Apron. Well, we are reaching the close of our set, and one of the traditional closing songs is a Scottish tune called The Parting Glass. And so we have a group of seniors who are going to come up and perform this tune. This is the last time that this group of seniors will be on the stage together performing as fiddlers. So we'd like to recognize Matthew and Tyler and Carter, Kyle and Lauren as our senior fiddlers. And they're going to be joined by a few of their junior friends, Ella and Zachary and Sequoia, as they bid us farewell with this Parting Glass tune. honor. Thank you to the audience at home. Thank you, Sailor Nation Sports Network, for live streaming us tonight. Have a great night, everybody.
This is Sailor Nation Sports Network. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.